Good morning and welcome to the Undrift. This week we're going to be taking a look at my top 5 drift cars of the week. Some of them were cool, some of them were a little interesting, a little tough to deal with, but they were all fun. Stick around and see what happens. First up we have the DSU Ford Mustang GT Gen 5 Tyler G Works. I gotta say, this was one fun car to drift. She's a beast. I don't know if you can tell from the panels on the rear end of that car, but that's definitely modeled after a Celine Mustang. So, real world, that'd have been a beast either way. But I had a blast with this car. Bumped the wall a couple times, but hey, what do you expect? I'm drifting, right? It's a wall tap. Getting up on 2 in a couple spots. Definitely getting sideways. She makes plenty of smoke. And yes, I am well aware that I drove this track in reverse. You don't have to tell me that. Don't worry. The other 4 cars, I went the right direction. But this track in reverse is kind of cool. Although I gotta say, it's definitely meant to go the other way. There's certain transitions that just don't make sense going this direction. And they do work better when you're going in the proper direction. Hey, live and learn, right? In my defense, I didn't see the arrow until I came around the first time. But by then, I was already having fun. So why stop, right? And next up, we have the Drift Madhouse Volvo 242. I gotta say, I really wanted to like this car, but I struggled with it. And the only reason I included it is because in the replay, as you see here, the car just keeps disappearing. I've never had that happen before. I thought it was hilarious, and as you'll see in certain spots, the car disappears and the tires smoke, and the smoke around the tires is still there. It's really cool. Aside from that, it looks like there's a few things on the car that aren't quite finished, like the tail lights. The marker lights, there's stuff on the dash that doesn't look right. The mirrors show left and right but don't actually show anything in them. So, and it took a lot to get this car to actually semi-behave. It was still fun though. But again, the coolest part of it is the car just straight up disappearing in the replay. So, I mean, there's phantom tire smoke and no car. How much better can you get? But you can catch it even in the replay in certain spots where the mirror is just kind of, there's a red and a blue mirror, and then there's red and blue in the rear view mirror. But you gotta love that disappearing drift car. That's just, I don't even know what to say. I mean, where'd it go? Getting back to some really cool cars. This is the more sideways BMW E36 325i Japan style. And this car, I jumped in it and just had fun right off the bat. It's got plenty of power. It's set up right. I did do a little tweaking, and I do that with pretty much every car. It's just the way it is. I've got, preferences, and I like the cars to be set up the way I like them. But this was pretty close out of the box. Everything about it was just fun. It does what it's supposed to do. It gets sideways. It generates a lot of tire smoke. And, well, if you've watched my channel at all before, you know I've got a thing for BMW E36s. So, it's not a surprise that I get into an E36 and really enjoy the car. I mean, look at all that tire smoke. That nice sideways action. I mean, you can't beat that. It's a BMW E36. So, are you wondering yet how many times I'm going to say BMW E36? Okay, I'll stop. But it is a really cool BMW M3. You see the badge there? I mean, we're in the clouds here. I mean, the clouds are coming from the tires, but it's all cool. And I think that's about going to do it for the, what is it again? Oh yeah, BMW E36. I couldn't resist. Now, I really wanted to make up for the Volvo 242 and its disappearing act, so I broke out the Volvo 740 Hugo. I will say this car was, again, a serious struggle. The model is cool, everything about it is just really cool looking, but the reality of it was that the tuning was badly off. To whoever made this car, I'm sorry to say that to you, but I detuned the engine significantly, brought the RPM range down a little so it's not always bouncing off the rev limiter. Made a lot of adjustments to it. But once I did that, as you can see, it actually drifts pretty good and it's a fun car to play with. I think the intention was to make it something like a pro drift car, and it was just a little over the top. But I mean, once I got it dialed in the way I like it, again, it was a fun car to drive, and it's definitely one I'll revisit. I mean, there's something about taking the safest car on the road and getting it sideways and making the tires smoke. And I did notice when I was looking through the files on this that it's actually based on an S13 chassis, so I'm not entirely sure what happened here. And I did save the best for last. This is the Pay to Drift 180SX 2JZ right-hand drive. And honestly, when I first saw this car, I wasn't sure quite what to make of it. It's kind of funky looking. It's definitely custom. I don't know how else to put that, but I started driving this thing and it is a blast. I would definitely recommend this car. The harder you push it, the better it does. It was fun to play with. Getting sideways was just a matter of tweaking the throttle a little bit. It does everything you expect, but it does it really well. I mean, it is a 180SX. I kind of expected that it would be a decent car to drive, but a lot of them are messed up, and this mod is just great. I would absolutely recommend it. It's the one you got to download this week. Well, that happened. I'm just waiting for all the tire smoke to clear now, but hey, I had a blast. I don't know about you. What'd you think? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments. I'll get back to you. But until next time, thanks for joining me on the Undrift.